Hi, welcome to Gardner Elementary School. Today we are going to walk through how the school is ran and how the classrooms are set up. First of all, our school has a very great parent-teacher association. They are super involved and host fundraisers to raise money for new technology, new equipment, and even new library materials. We have 240 students from grade 1st through 5th. We love all of our students. Even though Gardner isn't known for being racially diverse, we are being introduced to new Hispanic students and African American students. And we are socioeconomically diverse. 1/3 of our students qualify for free and reduced lunch. This is how a typical classroom is set up. Each classroom has a smartboard, each teacher has a laptop, and a dot cam. Teachers are required to have a classroom website. On these websites, you will find resources for schedules, updates, and classroom procedures and rules. This is a great resource for parents. We also have 2 SPED teachers on campus. We just recently hired an advanced placement teacher as well as an English as second language teacher. These teachers are great resources for the students to use, and they are so helpful in our community. Based on standardized testing scores, Gardner Elementary performs at an average rate compared to all of the other schools in the state. Our management philosophy is that every student will have the same opportunities as their peers. Students in this classroom will have a say in the rules and expectations we set for ourselves. Students should be present, meaning that they should be active and involved with their learning, and students will treat each other with respect just as I, as their teacher, will also treat them with respect. Each student will feel valued and important in the classroom because they are. This is what our classroom looks like. We have 24 students, 11 females and 13 males. This is what our classroom looks like. We have 4 tables with 6 students. These tables make it easy for communication, which is great for the students. We also establish roles like materials manager, paper pal, and table manager. These roles establish a sense of responsibility. We also have, you could also use these tables as stations during different lessons, which is a great resource. We have a smartboard and a carpet for the students to gather, and we also display great work that the students do. We also have posters of different cultures on the board because I think it's important for students to be introduced to new cultures at a young age. I love our classroom, and I think our classroom is great for communicating with each other. On the first day of school, the students will sign a rules contract. The students will come up with these rules for themselves, which I think is a great idea because the students are able to play a role in how they want the classroom to be set up. The students will sign this contract and it will be posted throughout the year. The first week of school, we will be getting to know each other. We will also give interest inventories to find out what the students like and don't like. And we will work on procedures like 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me, that we will use these procedures throughout the rest of the year. These procedures are great for establishing consistency and letting the students know what to do. We have different rewards that we give in our class. We have a treasure chest that's filled with goodies that the students can get picked from. Students can pick the morning song. Students can get a lunch pal pass, which means they can eat lunch with their peer or with a peer in the classroom. We also have pizza parties, donut parties, and a consequence includes things like taking away recess time or possibly isolated lunch. But those are things that we don't want to aim for. We have a student, his name is Lucas. He is 6 years old and he struggles with reading. He falls behind his peers. He often calls out during class too. He struggles with bothering his peers during carpet time, and sometimes if you're not paying attention, he will walk out of the classroom. One time when he was stopped, he said he was walking home. Lucas does love to read aloud when he can, though. He also loves listening to the teacher when she is reading. It is evident that he is practicing his reading skills. He struggles making friends, though. During recess, he doesn't join in. In fact, he's even pushed a student on 2 occasions. But Lucas does come from a loving family. He lives with his stepmother and his dad, and they visit the school multiple times asking about Lucas's academics. They are also involved in the Parent-Teacher Association. The best way to work with Lucas is one-on-one, getting to know him, getting to know his struggles, and reestablishing the rules contract that he signed in the beginning of the year. We need to let him know that he is responsible for all of his actions and will be held accountable. The big ideas from this semester and this key assessment project are things like this: classroom management is vital. Throughout this semester, we have realized how important classroom management is for a student's whole learning experience. The other one is to know your students. You can't reach your students if you don't know them, so take the time to get to know your students. Seek out behavior. Sometimes behavior can go unnoticed or can be ignored. It's important to seek out behavior and find the root of it so you can fix the behavior or address it. Create a positive learning classroom environment. This is key. Creating a positive classroom environment creates a positive learning experience for each student. You want to create a positive classroom environment so that students feel welcomed and feel like they have room for growth. Be consistent. It is important to be consistent with rules and procedures because you want students to be able to recognize these rules and procedures and apply them throughout the rest of the year. If you're inconsistent, your students will be inconsistent. And lastly, Dr. Cat is the best. This doesn't really need an explanation. She just is. With love, Liz, Renee, and Charlie. Thank you.